What up, everybody? Michigan Edge here. Almost Christmas time, getting close. I wanted to get a couple things for myself, not getting too crazy this year. There's a lot of people to shop for. But this is a knife that I had years ago when they first came out. I'm going to guess probably close to 7 or 8 years ago. I remember it was about a half a year or so after they first came out, and I came across one of my local flea market, and I believe I paid about $45 or $50 for it, which is about right at the time. Now these are going for about $35 on Amazon. What we have here is a cold steel Ti-Lite. This is a 4-inch model. Has the Zyx scales, which is pretty much a glass-filled nylon. Very light, very strong. This is 4 ounces overall. This is like a stiletto style blade, so it's kind of a defensive style blade. You can see it's got that bayonet stiletto blade. Very pointy, very sharp. Out of box, this is probably one of the sharpest knives I've handled, which is very good because this style blade right here is more made for thrusting. So excellent job, Cold Steel there. Let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way. We have the 4-inch blade, Japanese Oz 8A steel. We already went over it. It has the bayonet style stiletto blade, 3 millimeters thick, overall length of 8 3/4. Stainless steel leaf spring lock designed by Cold Steel. Very strong lock for a liner. I believe they test these out to about 130 pounds. The locks held easily, or I wouldn't say easily, but they held about 130 pounds, which to me is more than enough for anything I'd ever use this for right here. Not as strong as the triad locks, but I prefer a liner lock myself for the ease of one-handed opening and closing. Just to show you a very easy one-handed open closing knife. And very smooth. The liner locks are very smooth. Just my preference. I prefer a liner lock over the triad lock. I do have triad lock knives and I like them, but I love a liner lock. Just to show you here, this has a quillion right here, which is very sharp. This is designed for when you draw this out of your pocket. It's kind of like the wave feature. You snag this quillion here at the end of your pocket, and it flicks the knife open super fast. In my opinion, the knife opens faster than any switchblade or push button knife. Very cool there. I like that a lot. That's definitely, to me, it's a good feature. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could use, it has a thumb stud deployment. On the rear of this knife here, you have a little bit of quillion sticking out to help get the blade open right there past the indent. So it's very flickable. Super smooth. This has Teflon bushings in it. So this is personally probably one of my favorite knives. They also offer this in a 6-inch version, which has a 7-inch handle, overall length of 13 inches. I mean, just massive. I don't have the actual Ti-Lite 6, but this is a knockoff of it. This is a Tac Force 6-inch model, just to show you the difference here. You can kind of see there, that's a big difference. This is pretty much a folding little sword here. But that's next on my list. I've never had the Ti-Lite 6. I've fondled them and played with them. So next on my list, Ti-Lite 6. I think the 6 goes for roughly about $50 or so. They also offer these in the better steel. To me, the steel is very adequate enough for what it is, and that's a thrusting tool, self-defense. I see this being used for that purpose, self-defense. Also light-duty EDC, and I say light-duty EDC because, not because this can't handle tough chores. This is a very stout knife. I wouldn't have any, or if I had to cut something heavy duty, I wouldn't have a problem doing that. This knife will handle that. But this doesn't have a lot of belly on it. That's why I say that. After sharpening this knife a lot, it's going to lose, it's going to lose the little bit of belly that it has to cut pretty fast. So I would recommend this as a self-defense knife or a light-duty EDC. It's going to open packages very easily. Piercing cuts, food prep. It's going to cut food easily. So it's very good at that stuff right there. Excellent, like I said, excellent self-defense knife. all the deployment methods on it. It's just a great knife. I really like it a lot. Like I said, I want to start rating knives on stars, a star system, and that's only my personal feelings on it. One thing I don't like about this, and this is personal preference, it has Teflon bushings on the inside, which kind of aids in it being a little faster. I prefer bronze bushings myself. I think they're more durable in the long run. I mean, this may take 5 or 10 years before you notice any kind of play in it at all. It's very solid. But bronze bushings tend to last a lot longer. In my opinion, they almost last forever when kept oiled. That's just a personal opinion. I mean, you're only losing a little bit of speed if you switch these over. I just prefer them. The quillion, very, very sharp. I mean, you could use this. This could be used as an impact tool, this knife here, reverse it. You could probably bust out a car window or something in an emergency with this right here if you had to. You could take this quillion and just whack someone in the head with it and do a non-lethal cut. You know, that's not going to penetrate too deep, but it's definitely going to ruin someone's day. So the quillion, in a way, being extra sharp is kind of a con, and it's actually kind of a pro. Being that quillion is so sharp right there, you could snag this on someone's face and just flick it open. I mean, you could flick this open on your shirt. You could do, you know, anything you want, anything that's not super hard. That's one of the bonuses to that. So I'm going to call that quillion a draw. And other than that, there's really nothing I would change on this right here. I mean, it's for being a produced knife, it's a very well made knife, and I highly recommend it. It's one of my personal favorites. That's why I had to get another one. And after Christmas time, I'll probably get the Ti-Lite 6 next. So let's go ahead and rate this out of 6 stars. Oh, one other thing that would make this knife a little better, in my opinion, is if we went with a flat ground blade. And that's personal preference. I love bayonet style. I'd probably buy both. But if you went with a flat ground blade, kind of like the Holdout series, it would offer a little more utility. You would have more cutting capabilities with it. That's just personal preference. But overall, out of 5 stars, I'd probably give this 4.5. And that's for what you're getting for the money. Just a great knife. Like it a lot. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Pick you one up. Michigan Edge out.